guys, I've been filming you for the last 5 minutes and you didn't know.
Guess what? Hey, so today, Brendan and I, and Robert behind the camera, we're going to do an unboxing video. What are we going to unbox?
This is from Kozmic.
Kozmic Motorsports in Texas.
Texas. Do want to say something positive about them right out of the gate, because I said something, and after I watched the video after Robert posted, I was like, man, that didn't come off the way I wanted to, right? It was like, oh, you know, they hooked us up by paying full price. And while that is technically true, I'm probably just actually adding gasoline to the fire, but unbelievable product that these guys do. And I'm actually super, super excited about it. Just the ease of not cutting wires, soldering, heat shrinking, every single connector that's going to go into this dash has got me just excited. Like I'm dying to see how this looks. And I know you speak very, very highly. What's the guy's name?
One of the owners is David, and that's who I've been speaking to recently. David and Taryn, as I recall. I know David for sure is one of the owners. And so what we have in this box is an adapter harness to go from your stock EVO dash wiring to, in this case, a Haltech IC7.
Yep.
They have it for Motec. They have it for the Haltech UC10. They got a couple different options. But why is that important? Just in case they didn't watch the other video.
Oh, so imagine you want to know an indicator whenever your turn signal's on. Well, it's not going to come through the Haltech ECU natively.
Exactly.
It would have to be wired directly into the IC7 or your bright lights or any of the other millions of wires that actually go into the dash.
Exactly.
This integrates it into the IC7. So from a fit and finish standpoint of, is my car, does it operate the way it operated before I upgraded it with parts? Does my dash tell me all the information I wanted to know? Well now, yeah, absolutely. And the benefit of that is that it's plug and play.
Exactly. You're not damaging the
Right.
irreplaceable harness.
Right, because you can't exactly, like, you can go to a junkyard maybe.
Maybe.
Probably not.
Probably not.
I don't know if it's the same harness that's
As
going
a
to be
base
found
Lancer?
on like a Lancer or something
Maybe.
like that. I've never torn one out to see. That would be something to do because,
If it was a non-ACD car, it could be, so no 304, but I wouldn't think that any of the newer ones would work.
no, probably not.
So what you're
Yes.
saying is that is going to allow the dash to be an actual dash.
Yes, this is easy street here too. It is
Turning signals
plug
and
in
all
one
kinds
side.
of good shit.
Hey,
plug in the other side.
I got an idea. So anytime Robert talks from off camera, we should be like, yes, God? Because nobody
neat.
sees him? Because he stays behind there?
And to go back to something that he was trying to dig a hole and make worse, we are dealers for Kozmic Motorsports. So if you need parts for SSTs, you need it rebuilt, which we will send there to have done. You need stuff like this, we can help facilitate that. That's what Brendan was trying to say. So
No, it's probably not.
we're going to go with that though.
We're going to go with that now.
Okay, we're going to open.
I've never done an unboxing video, and I'll be honest with you, I haven't really watched one either.
I've watched all the kids do unboxing videos. You know, it's kind of the thing. So yeah, exactly. We'll make this look really, really cool. See, we got the crinkly paper. Ooh, we got swag, we got cards, all sorts of neat stuff.
We got stickers.
So the first thing is that's a Haltech harness. That's the can harness for the keypad.
Yes, it is, and it's got the can stickers. So in unboxing, I get to actually unbox. You
Yes.
think I can open
Yeah,
this up?
open it up. Show people what we got.
Where's that knife?
Oh, or I have the
Where's
knife
that
if you want the
razor?
knife.
Oh, yes.
So this is how simple the dash harness is. It plugs into the white part, goes to the stock harness. Actually, where's the pull? Oh no, it's cut. The white plug goes to your factory harness side, and apparently you have the box. This goes to can. This goes to the dash. We'll have a can harness for that. And so we'll have to read the instructions to know exactly how that all goes, but I was guaranteed that this was plug and play. I think this is for wiring additional things, possibly.
No, because that's going to be what this is. This is the double pin that goes into it, and then I'm willing to bet that we've got both sides here. Take on the factory harness and attach it into. So
Oh, that could be.
3D printed. It's got a nice stainless bracket in order to mount it somewhere.
And judging from this little pin out here, that I think you're right.
I usually am. So you're going to take your factory harness connectors, you're going to plug it in, and you've got both sides. Each one of these is a little bit different than the other one. And then you're going to take their harness that they've created. It's nice wiring, nice shielding, good heat shrink. That's really nice heat
Why
shrink.
shielding important?
Well, it prevents abrasion, right? You don't want all these wires looking like a spaghetti factory under the hood.
And getting pinched and rubbed. And
Right, or as you're sliding something in, a wire getting pinched, right? Or a screw tightening down and you had a wire too close and now you've just shorted it to ground. This is nice stuff. It looks like we've got a couple provisions left aside that I'm going to want to know what those go for. ACD pin out here. Since this is a non-ACD car, it's not being utilized. We've got the CAN connector in order to go over to the ECU. Now, something that you do have to purchase is a CAN expansion port with the Haltechs, especially because we've got so much CAN going into it. I know CAN can integrate together, but, oh, and look at that. That's interesting. So CAN is 4-wire, not really, but the Dutch 4-pin connectors, you'd have power
Deutsch.
and ground there. Dutch?
Deutsch.
Dutch.
Deutsch.
Right, and then you've got, in this case, blue and white, which is going to be your CAN. That's pretty nice.
But this is another example of attention to detail. The pinout isn't just printed, it is laminated. So it will last, survive in a shop. Or give it to a customer, it's not going to get all destroyed, hopefully.
Cosmic, dude, you're killing it, man.
Yeah.
I'm loving this.
Another card.
I am super excited.
So we got some business cards. Digging that.
Oh, I can't wait. Oh, I can't wait. All right, so now this is just your standard.
Yeah, that might
Haltech
actually
stuff.
be the expansion, CAN expansion for this, as far as that goes.
Yep, and then these are the plethora of connectors, or of button tops that you can do to the CAN keypad. Now we've got an 8-wire, but dude, they gotta go, baby, go.
Oh yeah, Haltech has
Haltech's got some
a good
cool
sense of
stuff
humor
too, man. So Aaron gets to decide which stickers to do what in order for him to do cool stuff.
We'll probably let the customer decide that part, but I get to assign what the button does, and then he gets to decide what he wants it to look like. So that would be their speed density kit.
Yep. All right. So not going to speak bad about Omni 4-bar map sensors, but
What you got there?
they have a failure point. What's that?
What do you got there?
Well, this is the answer, right? So if you're running a map sensor which is directly integrated to the intake manifold, it has been known that vibration from the engine can lead to failures of the map sensor, right?
Yeah.
Specifically the Omni 4-bar, but the factory one, everything else. So because of that, what we wanted to do was be able to take something that will connect to the factory manifold that we can do 1/8 NPT, and then we're going to do an AEM 5-bar remote located, right? So we'll run our line to it. Remote located though, so that way it's insulated from the vibration.
Or in
Now-
this case, it's a Honeywell.
Oh,
There's our new 5-bar.
now you could, if you want to do 1/8 NPT, mount this directly, which is kind of really what this kit had in mind, is to do this directly and then mount it directly to the intake manifold. Again, my issue with that, and they've got the adapter cable, which again, nicely put together. You got an OEM connector, and then you've got the 3-pin connector that's going to go with the map. Regardless, we are not going to mount it like this. We are going to do a remote mount of the sensor itself, but this adapter is a very nice piece, and I like it. It's billet aluminum. It's got provisions for the O-ring.
It's already angled at a 90
Yeah.
instead of coming straight up.
Yeah, instead of coming out like this, it's going to be sitting up like this. Is fantastic. This is good stuff. I hope I don't have to take this apart and extend those leads. We'll see how much room I got on the factory wiring harness with where we decide that we want to put this sensor, but again, very happy.
And then
More
lastly,
stuff.
but not least, this this is the CAN keypad we were talking about, where you put all the fancy stickers on. That I can program, and I can make buttons do whatever I need. Normally we'll do like up and down boost, rolling anti-lag, turn on fuel pump, or fuel pumps, turn on fans. We can assign these to anything that we want.
Can you make one of those buttons call Aaron in case of a problem?
We're working on that. Link it to the phone. But the CAN keypad is cool because that's Haltech piece. But this is the cool part right here. Is Kozmic has a mount that replaces your factory ashtray, which since probably nobody smokes in their car anymore.
You don't deserve an EVO if you smoke in your car.
Well, and you probably don't use the
deserve-
ashtray if you do. You're probably one of those people that just flicks it out the window.
You don't deserve a nice car if you smoke in your car.
So
Yeah, I
this
said
replaces
it.
that and makes it useful. It mounts down right alongside the
I
shifter.
will put a picture in right here of it mounted.
You know, the best part about this, we can walk over to the car that's sitting right there.
I dare you
take
to
the
do
ashtray
it.
out and
I
set
dare
it
you.
Let's
in.
do it right now.
Best part about this, all the wiring goes through the
Look
dash.
at the pretty girl there, still on the lift, getting all taken care of. Yeah.
Robert, I'm going to have you coming around driver's side.
I'm gonna come around driver's side. Chambers ain't the boss of me. I chose to come around the driver's side.
Okay, let him in.
Oh, you're going
I'm
to
gonna-
show
I'm gonna
him how to
the
do it?
Yeah, I'm going to show him the actual install here. So the aforementioned ashtray down here, you just grab it and pull.
All right.
And then this, I might have to do in two pieces, but this goes down in that same area,
Boom.
like so.
That looks pretty easy. That looks like something even I could do.
Yeah, and then the buttons are just right there as you need them, within hand's reach, because it's right next to the shifter. So
And no cutting.
and no cutting.
I'm
no
gonna come to your
tearing
side,
up
get
the
a better
dash,
angle
no
on
tearing
there.
up the center console. Like literally taking care of the car that you can't necessarily get replacement parts on.
Yeah, interior parts are things that you can't get replacements for.
So that's a good shot of it right there. You can see it.
I think it's fantastic, and it's going
That's
to
a good
really,
piece. That's
really
awesome.
work in this car.
Yeah. Yeah, it helps trim out the interior space, keeps it clean, and adds functionality. So to me, that's the two most important things. We all want go cars, but we do need to have a certain level of show car.
Yep.
It's no, you know, it can go fast, and nobody's ever going to be able to see on the inside. But when you park, they're going to look on the inside. So you know, keep it clean, and
Well,
that
keep it
helps.
clean.
And I'll tell you what, so Joseph's car, the one we've been working on now for about a week and a half, one of my favorite parts about it up to this point is when I've been doing the wiring and I've gone down to the factory wiring provisions in there, they're unmolested.
Yeah.
Nobody has cut up the wiring under the dash by the fuse panel. Nobody's added a bunch of things. And I don't know if you noticed it
No,
when you were
no
in there.
T-taps.
That's the factory CD player that came with the car in 2003.
Actually, I hadn't noticed that till you just pointed it out.
Still new in the car. Like this is a fantastic example. Like, I don't know who owned it prior to him, but
Yeah.
kudos to you, sir. Kudos to you. You kept it stock and now it's not. But like, it wasn't done wrong. It wasn't done
Yeah.
with like, I got some electrical tape and
It wasn't all beat up. And
right. No. So for on the wiring side of the house, usually I spend the first hour and a half ripping out garbage just to get down to the baseline of what I need to do in order to start installing. And I didn't have to do that on this. Like, I couldn't be happier.
Well, you figure if it's that unmolested, Joseph would care enough about it. Put some tires with tread on them.
Those are more treads.
More
More traction.
More traction. Well, that's actually true.
All right. Do we have anything else in the box, gentlemen?
Nope. That
No, that's not true.
Uh-oh,
there
we
was
got
something else in the
stickers or
box?
something.
Yeah. Justin Timberlake did a song about that.
See, that wasn't nice. All right. Stay tuned for more about Joseph's Mighty EVO. We're going to get it on the dyno here and probably next week. Would that be fair to say?
Yeah. Get it running, get it broke in. Meantime, like, subscribe, comment, ring the bell so you get notified of upcoming videos. Comment, please.
What's up, everybody? Brennan from Ronan Brothers. With me, as always, Robert behind the camera, and in the back seat, AA Ron.
I'm supposed to say something smart. So that's what I did. Something smart.
Just nerd stuff. He's speaking on a whole different level.
All different.
Almost nobody understands him.
Nobody.
So what we're getting ready to do right now is we're going to install the Kozmic plug and play harness, right? This beautiful, beautiful piece of equipment, and I'll show you why that's important. Because if we didn't have this awesome thing, we would be doing this. I don't know if you can see it, but this takes the adapter that goes to the back of the IC7. It utilizes the CAN, right, to run to the Haltech, but then you have all of these plugs and all of these pins that we'd have to individually direct wire. You would be doing that utilizing these two harnesses that go to the normal dash that's in here, right? Your normal display and gauge. Doable? Absolutely. Giving you enough room? Yeah, sure, why not? Are you pulling the steering wheel out of your way so you don't have to deal with it? Are you having an issue the entire time you do it? Yep, probably. Is that why there's shoddy wiring out there in a lot of people's builds? Probably. So rather than take 2 hours of my life that I'll never get back, this is just beautiful. And the fact that this is 3D printed, it's already pinned, and it's already ready to go into their own wiring, you really can't beat it. The hardest thing you got to figure out is which plug pins into what side. Now, I'm not good at math, but it would probably correlate with the different notches on here. Since this is looking for a 3, it's probably the white one. Let's take a look. Oh, look at that, a 3. So we'll slide that in, make sure it fits.
So if it doesn't fit, you should push really hard or not? That's just a question.
If it doesn't fit, don't push harder. It's not gonna fit.
If it doesn't fit, you must acquit.
Now, I don't know if we can see this on the camera, but they did such a good job designing this that if you go grab your 10 mil for the back of your dash here and remove that, this has a mount for it, so that way this wiring stays out of the way. So we're gonna pause the video so I can go get the appropriate 10 mil.
If you are a real mechanic, tools will actually magically appear in your hand. See, as they did with Brendan?
All right, Robert, while I'm doing this one, you know what I'd like to hear?
What would you want to
I'd like to hear a Robert joke.
You want to hear a Robert joke?
I want to hear a Robert joke.
I really don't have a joke, but I'll tell you a story about, yesterday I bought a pen, and it's the greatest pen on the face of the earth.
Harness connects right to the adapter. All right, so
Bam.
you're telling me about a pen?
Yes. It writes underwater, it writes upside down. It's awesome.
It's like an astronaut pen.
Yeah, it'll write all the other words too. It's the best ever. Aaron, what do you think of that one?
Awesome.
Awesome.
They should have sent a poet.
They just didn't know it.
They just didn't know it. Now, in the trunk of this car, where we've got all the rest of the factory parts that have been removed, I've got the original dash. And it would be a good, accurate way to show you why that this fitting here is not going to be an obstruction, but instead you're going to just have to look at the Haltech one and go, oh, that's why. Skinny.
You see the face of it, please? Thank you.
Yep.
That's going to be a sharp looking little dash in there.
Now, what we did prior to starting the video camera is that we routed the CAN cable and already ran it down towards the ECU. And then we actually also routed the comms cable for the IC7. And the reason we're routing the comm cable for the IC7 is in case there's any firmware updates that we need to do to make sure that we can communicate and make this communicate with the Elite. We just want to make sure that's already ran and taken care of. So this is where the comms cable go on the top of the IC7. And then this is the main harness, and off of that main harness has got a CAN extension on it here. So we're going to connect both of those and then put the main harness on here, and then we're going to go with our initial fit, make sure everything goes on the way it is supposed to go on. We'll get the CAN cable routed across, connect it up with a positive click to let you know you're there. COM is going to be the shortest, so let's get that one next. Hello, darling. And of course, you are clocked exactly 180 degrees the wrong way. Good. And then finally,
all the goodness. Oh, there's that click. Everyone should hear it.
so a 2-hour job just turned into much, much, much less, thanks to Kozmic. And Aaron, what's his name one more time? Is that Dan?
David.
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 You have my personal gratitude putting together something that is pretty awesome. Now I've got a little bit of massaging to do to make that thing fit the rest of the way in, but you get the point of it. It's pretty simple, pretty easy.
What about that button display we talked about earlier?
Oh, that one right down there? Oh yeah.
It's all fitted in. It's nice.
3D printers is changing the game, let me tell you what.
That's a nice little piece of gear there.
It's nice that technology is aiding, right, the automotive community this way. You know, we were actually talking earlier about parts that are being one-off and ran that, right, when it comes down to a standard manufacturing model, right, it just doesn't make any sense. Nobody makes a part because there's not enough demand in order to, right, satisfy the incurred cost of a manufacturing process. So additive printing, 3D printing, man, it fills that niche so well.
Well. All right, so
you get something cool like this.
It's very cool. That's going to be a sharp dash.
Yeah.
It's going to have all the displays that he needs for daily driving, plus, not that this is much of a daily.
It's not going to be much of a daily, but if he ever does decide to just throw on some normal tires, this thing's going to be dangerous because nobody looking at it from the outside, I mean, it looks like every other Evo. It's got a front mount, it's got, well, kind of an exhaust, right? This one's a streamer pipe heading out the hood, but it looks aesthetically like almost any other Evo that comes in the shop, but she's packing a punch. This is a weapon, man.
I think what we have to ask, though, is when are we going to see the punch, Aaron? When are we going to see a dyno? When are we going to see dyno?
We still got to get it started, and we still got to get it broken in.
Everybody likes dyno.
Yeah, but we're going to be breaking it in on the dyno, so it's going to be kind of like
it's going to be entertaining, I'll tell you what.
That'd be dyno.
More like me driving on the dyno, but, you know.
So how long do you think the break-in session on the dyno is going to be?
Well, if I do it the right way,
yeah, that's the only way we do it.
It's going to be somewhere between an hour and a half, because I got to drive like 75 to 100 miles.
All right.
So
I'll see if I can convince them to go live on that one. We haven't done the live yet.
This one is going to be really entertaining doing that on the dyno for an hour because the exhaust goes straight up. Might be kind of loud in here, but we got doors.
Fun.
We could do it.
All right.
Okay.
Chambers, what should they do?
What do you mean?
See, that's why I gotta go to Aaron.
Yeah, you have Aaron say the smart people stuff.
Aaron, what should they do?
Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications as more videos are added. Comment, let us know what you like, what you don't like, so we can get better. Please.
All right.
Race car.